Hi, 5th and 6th grade TNT. Awesome to see you this week. It's our second to last lesson for this Awana year, and we will be diving into your Discovery of Grace book, section 4.7, Discovery of Grace. All right, so to start off today, what is your favorite smell in the entire world? Describe it right now in this section, and then talk to one of your parents about what their favorite smell is. For me, I would have to say that I can't narrow it down, but it would be some type of food. I'm not 100% sure, but when I have cooked cinnamon rolls and I walk back into the house and can smell that, so good. Or the smell of yeast bread when it's rising, I just love it. Or the smell of a sauce with garlic in it simmering. Oh my goodness, it's just delightful. So food of some sort would be the winner for me. What is it for you? Take a moment and write that down here. Pause the video if you need to before you continue on. All right, and tonight we are diving into Galatians 5:22 through 23. That's your memory verse for this week. It's a familiar verse to a lot of us who've grown up in the church. If it's not familiar to you, though, that's all right. Here it is, Galatians 5:22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things, there is no law. God gave each of us a sense of smell for a reason. And sometimes that smell can be linked to memories. Has a certain smell reminded you of something special? Often, a good or bad smell isn't just one thing, but rather it's made up of several different ingredients. This might sound strange, but your life kind of has a smell. When people bump into you, your attitude can give them a good or bad impression, and it's often made up of a complex mixture of things. You've been studying the fruit of the Spirit. In the space here, write out the 9 attitudes that are the fruit of the Spirit. The last 3 have been done for you. So go ahead and fill those in. I'll do the same here. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and then they've filled in for us faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The fruit of the Spirit is godly attitudes that show up in the lives of anyone who has accepted Jesus Christ as Savior. The combination of all those attitudes is the result of God and His grace in our lives. Grace is giving someone something good they don't deserve. And God showed His grace when He gave us His forgiveness through Jesus. So, what does this mean for you? Do you want to discover God's grace? Discovering His grace means getting closer to Jesus Christ. And that's why He came. He came for the world to be able to know who God is and discover His grace. When we experience more of who God is, it changes who we are. As believers, we are called to be Christ's living examples of grace to this lost and broken world. In what ways do people see Jesus' love in you? Take a moment to think over that and fill that in here. How are you showing the fruit of God's Spirit in you? Once you're finished with that, think of someone you know who reminds you of Jesus in how they live and act. What do you think makes the difference in them? How can you learn from this too? I think of a sweet lady that I knew. Her name was Donna Moss. And she was such a sweet woman. And I know that Jesus is what made the difference in her. I see these fruits of the Spirit were so alive in her. Love and joy, peace and patience. There was just such a sweetness about her. And I could see that growing in my life too. She just leaned on God, and I can see that's something I need to grow into. If you want to impact this world with the gospel, here's your recipe for success. Stay close to God by staying close to His Word. Mix those ingredients you found in Galatians 5:22 through 23 together, and let the world discover God's grace through you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our last regular lesson, and next week we will be diving into review. Oh, before you move on from this, make sure that you talk over those discussion questions with someone in your family and memorize those verses and get them to me. Thank you so much for your work this week. I look forward to doing our review section next week and getting to celebrate the hard work you've done all year. All right. Thank you so much, TNT 5th and 6th grade. I'll see you again soon.